series that was animated. It might have been the late 70s or early 80s. And my brother and I had VHS tapes. My brother had taped all these episodes because they would show it on weekday morning cartoons, like on Channel 11.
Okay.
And like, it's this saga, and like basically it's this whole thing in Japan, but it's 3 separate anime shows from Japan. So they could do, but it was released as like 3 generations of the same story in America. They like sort of like mashed it up.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, it was incredible. Like it was this amazing saga. Like it starts off with this thing called Macross, and it's like basically these aliens are invading Earth, which is not an unusual theme.
No.
You know, and then
When will it happen?
Yeah. And like the aliens were like, they're called the Zentradi, and they're these giants. Again, not a new theme. But
no,
like,
who cares?
You know, yeah. Like, what helped like humans sort of win, even though they were wiped out.
Right.
Basically. Is like, it was human emotion and culture or whatever kind of infected.
Very
the
Star
Zentradi.
Trek. Yeah, there you go.
And then there was the second generation, like where Earth is sort of like trying to recover, but then like the masters of the Zentradi are following them in, and like how they deal with that. And then the third generation, the Earth is like even more destroyed, and there's another, like it's just.
Who are the main charcharacters? Like, does it follow children? I love it when it follows children.
You know, it doesn't. It, for the most part, it doesn't. Like in the first generation, there's Rick Hunter, who is the main, probably the passport character for everything in the first generation. And what I liked about it too is the show had women prominently fighting and doing things. And like, you know,
it had
like
strong women characters?
Yeah, which is rare.
Yeah.
You know, and even now it's rare.
More now with us because we're bitching all the time. Bitches, man. Bitches. It's just like, can there be any women? Any women at all?
I know.
And they're like, fine. And so now it's coming.
Yeah,
now it's happening. Turns out squeaky wheel. Squeaky wheel gets.
Oh my gosh, finally, after all these, and it's, but it's just like, it was,
So there were a couple of women characters who were.
Yeah, awesome. Lisa Hayes, Maria Perino. There was.
Those the actors?
They were the names of the characters. I'm such a dork.
Weird.
I talk about them like I know who
they
are, like we're friends.
Oh, though that's good. So there's like a team of people that fight the robos?
Yes.
The Robotech?
Like there's like Robotech is sort of the reference to the technology, because the people, like the humans,
aliens.
Yes, like the humans, I forgot. Basically this guy named Zor like sent a ship and it crashes on Earth, and within this alien ship has this sort of this power source called protoculture.
Okay.
And they use it, they use it to power their ships, and it sort of makes the mecha like alive.
Okay.
So that way, so like if you're in a plane, it can actually communicate with you and you can communicate with it. So it makes you that much more effective of a fighter pilot or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of why the aliens came. They came to get it. You know, yeah.
Oh, so humans invented some sort of tech that aliens wanted.
Yeah, or they took tech. They basically used the alien power source to create this tech, and the aliens wanted the protoculture back because they had run out of it or something like that. Or
wait. So humans didn't invent protoculture. Protoculture is a product of something humans made and the robots made.
Protoculture is kind of like what fueled the mecha, and humans developed this mecha to go with it.
A sort of a companion piece to that.
Yes,
mech?
it's kind of like protoculture would have been like rocket fuel, and the humans invented the rockets to use the fuel.
Oh, interesting.
And
okay.
The aliens had done the same thing. They used this power source.
Okay.
And but they were running out. They probably, I forgot why they were running out. Maybe they didn't take care of their particular planets, whatever they did.
Right.
And so
but for some reason we didn't know.
Yeah. So that sort of, and it turns out the power source can grow as flowers, and I guess the Earth is a particularly good place to grow these protoculture flowers. It's this whole thing.
Dilithium crystals, man. You gotta go to the place.
That's basically it. Yeah. So
that's why they came to Earth.
Yeah.
Because how do we get the rocket fuel to begin with to make the rockets?
Basically, like if I recall, the American version of the story is like this character Zor, who you see in the second generation, like a clone of him.
Yeah.
He sort of rebelled against what they call the Robotech masters. Oh my gosh,
sure.
So convoluted.
No.
And he there's this amazing ship he built, but he put like the last sort of bit of protoculture on the ship. The ship carried it, like the dilithium crystal, basically, and sent it to Earth. It was a distant planet way out of the way. He thought maybe it wouldn't be found by the Robotech master.
Right. And maybe it'd be able to
propagate.
Yeah.
No.
It's
I said all
sleep around. If the heart of the improbability drive could somehow grow and create more improbability drives, that'd be great.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
So it crashed on Earth, and then the humans sort of found it. And first they were afraid of it, and then they just sort of Then they sort of found the power source within the ship, and they basically converted the ship too. It became they called it the SDF Super Dimensional Fortress or whatever they called it. And they made the ship, and they used the culture.
I feel like it might be called the FDF.
I mean, SDF-1. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But so they made that.
Yeah, and because the humans sort of took this and they used their own know-how to sort of
right, because they didn't know
machines.
You know why? Because people don't know the limitations when you get something from somebody else. You're like, oh, that's a really cool hoe, and then all of a sudden it's also a stick doing something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, so so that's really cool. So they build it. The aliens come. They're like, we need that back, and all of its progenitors, or its offspring or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're gonna harvest it forever because we need this stuff to power our dealy bobs.
Yeah. And probably if the Zentradi had come and been like, hey man, can we split this maybe? If they were like kind of like
or
nice
if they
about it.
Marketing.
Yeah.
If they would have said,
like, hey,
you guys grew that. We grow amazing oranges or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would have helped.
Yeah, it would have been there has to be trade out in space.
Yeah, there has to, yeah.
But no, they just wanted to conquer.
No, they just, because they're like a warlike race. They're like Klingons, basically.
Okay,
and
sure.
They're like, we fight for everything. And so they like just attacked like right away. So
right.
Freaked out.
Everybody freaked out. So then a team was built.
Yes.
To fight the Robotech.
Yes, or to fight the Zentradi using the Robotech.
Right.
Reference to
the Zentradi. Okay. Yeah. Who was on that team?
On the good guy is Rick Hunter, who was a pilot. He had great anime hair. It's all spiky and like
Dragon Ball Z hair?
Oh yeah. Maybe a little more calm than that, but the same idea.
Fair enough. Sure.
Yeah. He was like the young like punk who was a good pilot.
Sure, like Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. Sure. All good. Yeah. The hot guy, essentially, or the broy kind of dude.
Yeah. I was like, hey, what's going on? He had like a mentor named Roy Fokker, who was like an excellent.
Oh, the older guy?
Yeah, older guy who was like sort of a mentor. And then there was Lisa Hayes, who was like kind of head of her class, like second or third in command of the SDF-1 or something like that. I forgot what happened with her.
Strategist?
In terms of, strategist. She was on board. She'd send out the planes and stuff like that. She got really cool like over time. She became a real badass, which I really
that's
liked.
awesome.
And then a couple other, there was Min Mei, who I actually really couldn't stand her character.
Well, everyone, sometimes you work with people you don't like them. So there's always someone in the office. You're like, I know they're good at what they do. I don't enjoy them.
Yeah. So she was like Rick Hunter's flaky girlfriend. She became a singer on the ship. She was like, became a star, but she was always like, I need to be rescued. And I don't understand. And I was like,
you're killing me.
I hated her so much. She was such a whiner.
So it was the four of them?
It was them, and there were others too. There was like a whole. There was like probably about a panel of like 10 to 12 important characters. It was like
that would rotate.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the core ensemble cast.
Yeah,
and then there was a larger ensemble.
Yeah, and there was
cast?
a larger ensemble.